And we are live. What's going on, YouTube? And welcome to Goal Line Hockey Live. It's Kevin Forte, and we are back for another live stream. For the first time in a while, it is 3 straight nights of live streams. We did the draft lottery on Monday. We did last night's Hurricanes Devils game. And tonight, for our third straight, we are back at it for the Florida Panthers and the Toronto Maple Leafs for game number 4. Radko Gudas laid somebody out in the second period. So they kind of just did an interview with him. We're in the second intermission. It is a 1-0 lead for the Toronto Maple Leafs. On the brink of elimination, can the Leafs find a way to claw back in this series, win one game at a time, and take this back to game 5? I want to know your guys' thoughts down below. You may be wondering, Kevin, why are you wearing a Flyers hat? Of course, the big news this past afternoon, the Philadelphia Flyers have now announced their new president. So this was 17 minutes ago. The Flyers are to name Danny Briere as their new general manager alongside President of Hockey Operations Keith Jones. An official announcement is expected tomorrow. And again, that is from Elliot Friedman. So that's why we're wearing the Flyers hat today. I don't have a Leafs or a Panthers hat yet. So that is why we aren't wearing that. But big news out of the Broad Street Bullies. The Flyers have their group in. What's going on, PJ, Urban, Surreal, Morgan, and Shaka? How are you guys all doing? Glad to see you guys in here. I want to know your guys' thoughts on the game so far. And are the Leafs finally going to win a game in this series? This is a big game for them. This is it. I'm glad, Morgan. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad you're all doing well. Also, make sure to check out our link down below. That is our sponsorship link if you're interested in picking up some Built Bars. It's a company that I've really enjoyed for a while. I really like Built Bar. And then I found out they do sponsorships, and I was all on board with it. So use discount code GLH at checkout for a 10% discount. It also gives me a knockback as well by using the link down below. So I would really appreciate that. They just came out with a couple of new ones. They came out with the animal cookie one, which should be coming in the next couple of days. They also have bite-sized Built Bars, all that kind of stuff. So make sure to check that out. And of course, as you guys are already reading my mind, make sure to like the stream. You guys are the best, man. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. And again, if you want to guarantee that I answer your questions, I don't know how crazy the chat's going to get tonight, but if you want to guarantee that I answer your question, I will be answering super chats tonight as well as soon as you drop them. I'm also really excited for this summer because I have a lot of big plans. This is the most excited I've been going into a summer for this channel, really since I started the channel. I'm really looking forward to it. And once I get a little bit further along in the process, I will let you guys know what we're doing. Visually, we're going to see some changes just throughout the entire channel. I'm going to change up the branding a little bit. I'm going to be changing what you guys see, the way that the camera is and things like that. We're going to be investing into the channel a lot this summer. So I really do appreciate those super chats. Luis is probably a happy man right now. Maybe not at the end of the second period, but Luis and the Florida Panthers, they are one period away. If they play better than the Leafs in this period, they find a way to score 2 and don't give up any. The Florida Panthers are heading to the Eastern Conference Finals. You told me that 2 weeks ago, I would not have believed you. But that's what we're looking at right now. And there's a real possibility the Florida Panthers find a way to get it done. The Leafs need to win this game. Like, this is do or die for them. But it would be kind of hysterical if they blew a third period lead like the Boston Bruins did in their elimination game against the Panthers. We've seen it before. History repeats itself. And I do wonder, within about 2 weeks apart, are we going to see the Florida Panthers do what they did to the Boston Bruins? So we'll see. Morgan said, "Hey Kev, I got my braces tightened." Oh man, I miss I miss having braces. It was so much fun, Morgan. I'm sure you're so happy that you got them tightened. Well, you're one step closer to getting rid of your braces. So that's one way to look at it. Yeah, so the big news here, really within the past hour, the Philadelphia Flyers about 2 hours ago announced that former NBC sports broadcaster Keith Jones will be the next president and chief of hockey operations or president of hockey operations. That'll be Keith Jones for the Flyers. And alongside him, Danny Briere, who's been the interim GM for the Flyers since the Flyers let go of Chuck Fletcher the week after the deadline. Danny Briere is now officially the next GM of the Flyers. He spent a couple of years with the Philadelphia Flyers, and it definitely makes sense that they would have gone this direction. It is kind of an interesting pick for me, though. I think the Flyers are going through a new regime right now. And there is a lot of questions. Is this really what's best for this team? Going for former players and trying to turn them into GMs hasn't worked out too much recently. So I do wonder what's going to happen with the Flyers here. They already tried it with Ron Hextall. They've tried to bring back some of the old guys. I think there's going to be more cleaning out house this summer with some of the core three in the senior advisors positions, but keep an eye out for the Flyers. I don't think they're necessarily done yet. Shaka, yo, check my DMs. All right, I'll make sure to check that after the stream, Shaka. Thanks, Wayne Train. Thanks, Dad, for the support. I appreciate that a ton. Thank you so much. What else are you guys saying in here? Morgan, you are wrong. Oh, I don't know what he's talking about. So here we are in the second intermission, and right now it looks like the Leafs should be able to win this game. They've got a 1-0 lead. They score one goal early, kind of deflate the Panthers fans, give them that sense of doubt. But again, the rest of the playoffs, the Panthers are playing with money. There's no real pressure here on the Panthers. And I have veterans in situations before, but it's going to be interesting to see how these guys kind of break through. The big criticism really throughout the entirety of this series has been the star guys not getting on the board. We haven't seen a ton of Matthews, Tavares, Marner, and then finally Nylander gets on the board tonight. The Leafs need more goals scoring from those top guys. You can't say the same for last game, right? With long two player forward line with the seventh defense option. So, and that somehow was their best line last game. So I think these guys lose if we lose this game. And I hate to say it, but the Leafs are in that spot now for the rest of this series. And just to blame but themselves. They have to kind of embrace the dog mentality at this point. Nobody expects them to win this series. So they just have to take it one period at a time, one game at a time, and just find a way to claw back. But it's going to be a rough stretch here for the Leafs if we're going into tonight asking questions about the team eliminated, who's going in, who's going out. Is going to be a lot of interesting conversations tonight if the Panthers find a way to win this game. Lottery the other night, I'm not sure if you were all updated. A lot of you guys were. But we saw the lottery kind of go in the Blackhawks' favor. The Blackhawks have the first overall pick. The Ducks have the second overall pick. The third overall pick goes to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Fourth overall is San Jose. And then at number 5 is the Montreal Canadiens. That's right, Montreal Canadiens. Oh, the video is really blurry. Oh, man, that might be the bad connection, Morgan. Oh, man. Guys, how is the stream? Is it a little bit glitchy? Let me know down below. I might have to restart the stream. Let me know down below if you can. Oh, it's buffering a little bit. Where's the video? Oh, no, that's not good. All right, we might be having some problems here. It's okay? Yeah, try and refresh the feed. Yeah, this might be a problem, though. Ah, come on. Yeah, this is why this summer I'm looking to make some upgrades because the live streams are gonna be a big thing, and I wanna make sure I'm able to do them, but I can't do that if the streams keep cutting out, so hopefully it's a little bit better now. Yeah, guys, if you can, let me know if it does get a little blurry again. Yeah, that was a pretty big hit there. Damn. Oh, man. So people are a little upset. So you know how we've talked about so we have another unfortunate casualty of fanatics. And this is actually funny. This is from Flyers Nation. So this is on Twitter from Brett. A new NHL fan here ordered a Seattle Kraken hoodie from Fanatics, and the logo is upside down. Wow. Yeah, that's really bad. So it's a nice little jersey sweatshirt. It's upside down. So you're trying to get your fans into the game, and specifically Seattle right now, new franchise. They're doing well. They're looking like they might. And a new fan goes and picks up some merch and swag on the internet, and from their official team store, Fanatics gets the logo on backwards. Unbelievable. Now, I guess you can mess up the logo. I do get that, Shaka, but there's no excuse for that. When that is your official provider, come on. And then the Flyers Nation says, "Don't worry, NHL fans. The Fanatics deal is only until 2035." Sit on that one for a minute, everybody. Sit on that one for a minute. We are going to have Fanatics as a part of our lives for the next decade until 2035. Oh, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's gonna be 2035. Yeah, all that money they made. Yeah, I know. Yep. That's Fanatics for you guys. This is the world we live in. Hopefully, for when Bedard gets drafted first overall by the Blackhawks, maybe he's wearing the Blackhawks logo upside down. Who knows, right? Or they spell his name wrong. It's like bearded or something, which I have seen that. Somebody already bought a Bedard jersey, rip to that guy because it was not a Blackhawks jersey. And it's kind of funny because now they're probably going to spell his name wrong. It's going to be bearded or some weird version of that because Fanatics doesn't know what they're doing. One time I ordered a Panthers decal, and instead I got a Detroit Lions decal from the NHL site. Oof. Yeah, that's not good. What happened twice in a row, Luis? Yikes. Welcome to the chat, Toe. Thank you for joining us. Bedrad. That's right, Shaka. That's what it was. What team was that, Shaka? It was a Bedrad jersey. What's going on, PJ? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, I remember that. It was a Fanatics jersey, but the wrong they didn't spell his name right. I want to see now because if that was a Blackhawks jersey, that would be kind of funny. Let's see. Even Google got it right. They're like, "Did you mean Bedard?" That's gonna annoy me. Now I can't find it. If you guys can find it, let me know. But I cannot find the wrongly mispronounced Connor Bedard jersey. I don't know what team it was. It's gonna annoy me. Well, maybe Fanatics got rid of it, right? Fanatics canceled it. So we are in the third period. Here we go. So the Leafs and the Panthers, game number 4. The Leafs are already on the brink of elimination. Not really what we were expecting, but it's been one of those games where you just really never know what's going to happen. It's one bounce this way, one bounce that way is probably going to be the difference in this one. So here we are. So the shots are 21-15 Toronto Maple Leafs. It's a 1-0 lead for the Toronto Maple Leafs. This is going to be an interesting finish. If it's anything like game 7 in Boston of the first round, it'd be good. Yeah, PJ, you might have to restart. You might have to rush the feed. That's why I've been having some problems with the lag a little bit. So if you're having problems, just refresh the video, refresh the stream, and it should be a little bit better. Okay, guys. Yeah, maybe I'll redo it. We'll see what happens. If it keeps up for another minute or two, I might have to do that. But thank you guys for checking us out here tonight at Goal Line Hockey Live. Yeah, and guys, thank you, Urban, for the plug. Guys, make sure to check out my video from earlier this afternoon. I posted about the Minnesota Wild's downfall this season. So if you're interested in the Minnesota Wild and what they might do this summer and going into the offseason, make sure to check out that video. Yes, thank you, Urban. I hope you enjoyed that video. You could tell Gudis is a man. He is just a pain to play against. And McCabe lost his skate blade. That's pretty funny. No way. Matthews had a great chance. Bobrovsky screened. No goal. It seems like that type of game where I think we're going to see one more goal here. I do not think this game is over yet. I don't think it's going to be 1-0.